Hi, first of all, my name's
Hi.
Hi,
Chris.
Christopher. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's an honor to meet you both. So I'm from Dorkaholics. Thank you so much for your time. My first question is for you, Charlie. I know that you're a frequent collaborator with Mindy. I was just wondering, what was it like working together on Velma with her on this project?
It was amazing. I mean, it was her idea. She came to me and said, "Hey, I'd like to do a show about Mindy with about Velma with a sort of Riverdale spin, and maybe there's a serial killer." And she said that she'd always identified to Mindy to Velma as the smartest person in the room who does all the work and gets none of the credit. And I've worked with her for a long time, and so I knew how to write for her, and it just kind of went from that. We she handed it over to me and said, "Hey, go take a whack at this," and it was incredible. It was really just a lot of fun. She was there, like I'd basically work on some stuff and pitch it to her, and she'd say yes this, yes this, yes this, no that, and that's kind of how it's continued to this day.
Okay, and then just a follow-up question to that. Do you have any future plans for the Velma series after this season?
I mean, I have plans. I hope I hope we get to
Right, who
execute them.
doesn't?
Well, right, we'll see. We will see.
Okay. And now if I could just turn over to Constance, is that okay?
Sure.
So my understanding is that you'll be voicing Daphne. Is that the case?
Mhm.
Okay, so I just wanted to know, you're bringing life to a brand new aspect of Daphne. I just wanted to know what your thoughts were in playing a character that's been beloved to so many people throughout several generations.
Yeah, I really didn't think of it as bringing a brand new aspect. I just thought of it as uh uncovering a lot of the humanity that she didn't get credit for maybe before, because I think she was sort of always just like the hot girl, I guess, in the original. Um and hot girls exist, but they're also people, and they also have like, agency and desires and confusion and history and things that they're trying to figure out. And so to me it was similar to any role that I would play as an actor, which is I'm just trying to make it as human as possible, which you know, shouldn't be such a big deal to do for a female character, but sometimes it is seen that way.
That's true. And I didn't mean to make it like seem as if, Daphne is
Oh no,
just
I
like a
wasn't saying that either.
one-dimensional character.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
no.
but I just wanted to ask, her being like an Asian character in this series, does that mean anything to you by any chance?
Well, I mean, I'm an Asian character in the series of my own life.
Right.
So, I bring along that history, but I do think, the fact that she's adopted, I don't know, am I allowed to say that for spoiler? Yeah, yeah. The
Yes,
fact that
I knew
she
that.
okay, yeah, 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 for that she's adopted and like I think she would probably have known very early on she was adopted just because of, how she looks compared to her mom's. And I think that brings an aspect of wanting to know something about your roots and origins that that is something I think a lot of Asian kids who grew up in America um sort of discover when they're older. I think maybe when they're younger, they might reject it a little bit. But I think when you start becoming a teenager and a young adult, that's when you start having a little bit more curiosity for it. So I think it touched upon that for me, but in a way that I thought was really mysterious, but funny too.
Amazing. Okay, so I have to wrap this up. I've got one really last quick question. Um, you know, is that going to be a huge part of her storyline? Her being an adopted Asian American in this story in Velma.
I think her being adopted is definitely a huge part of just her own life, like storyline. I mean, that's literally her origin story. But I mean, the show encompasses so many other things and like lots of other characters. So I don't think it's like, is it going to be a show that's about adoption? There are
Of
so
course
many
not.
other stories we have. We have serial killers. We
Right.
got, we got so many things. So we got a lot in store in the show.
Yeah, no, and I can't
Daphne's
wait.
big. It's
I've
the
been a
big.
huge fan of Scooby-Doo since day one, so I would love to see what direction you take with this.
Oh, thanks.